Hello. Welcome to a speedrun of Maneater. Trying to match this time, or at least try and even get better than this. So we're aiming for 2 hours and 24 minutes. Let's obviously just get right into it then. I was asked in a comment on one of my last video that I published to sort of explain my strategy more. So I'm going to try and do that, at least. I'm not really good at explaining things. Things don't come from my head out my mouth the way they should. There's a lot of pauses and breaks in my sentences, so easily get off topic as well. I go on tangents a lot. I'll be explaining one thing, move on to the next. Trying to explain one thing halfway through, start talking about another aspect of the game. There we go. I have a drink in the way of my mouse. That's not good. Need to move that so I can actually... Okay. So with this is just general like tutorial stuff. There's sort of not too much you can do. It doesn't really matter how like optimizing this stage is sort of difficult. There's only one little trick like that I can probably say effectively works, which is on this next one where you have to breach. We have to lunge and breach upwards. Usually if you do it incorrectly, you'll come up and get locked on the surface. But if you look down, you will submerge yourself. I wasn't supposed to hit them. And you didn't even hit. And so it doesn't matter if you kill the humans that are initially spawned, because new ones spawn to actually take the place of the quest. You died. And the fastest way to kill them is to just throw them at each other. They kill themselves in a couple hits. Similar thing with the hunters as well, like... Where's the boat? Oh, it's over there. So the fastest way to do this is you want to pull... Oh, I actually got knocked on the wall. So there are 4 hunters on the boat. 3 of them will attack you and 1 is driving the boat. You don't need to worry, I just duplicated him. You don't need to worry about the driver. If you kill all 3 of the gunners, call them the shooters, whatever. If you kill all 3 of them, the driver jumps off in the boat, and the boat goes down. That is a very important thing to keep in mind when you need to gain the infamy levels later on. Because it happens across all boats, doesn't matter the size or anything. If you get rid of the gunners, the driver jumps off. And so that just makes fights a whole lot easier. And we eat Scaly Pete's hands. Hands. Underwater. So we sort of use that that technique from earlier to look down to get underwater. I'm trying to use that in my thinger in this more often. Like it's hard to time. Like I was too early for that.
The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. The shark
So with that, you just have to time your bites to jump like that across the land. It's all about timing. You don't want to let yourself stop. I thought there was a combination of like bite then jump, like this is that I'm using here to increase my speed. But it's not as complicated. You just have to time your bites so that when you land, you bite and it jumps again and it jumps again. Alligator's over there. Ignore him. Excuse me. Excuse me. Please eat your targets. And now he knows my existence. 2. Ow, I should have dodged you. 3 more. That's perfect. I managed to lure these two over this side. Not sure where I actually have to go if that would have actually attacked. And now this is sort of a new route that I'm taking. There's sort of just a slight variation of what I'm trying. So the route I'm taking is mainly. Oh, I actually forgot. I'm not doing. I got this mixed with another thing, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm now missing 1 nutrient cache that I should have grabbed before when I was killing the catfish, but I forgot about because I was mixing it with a different run. So yeah, as I was saying, went off a tangent. As I was saying, going around and collecting those landmarks to unlock the protein digestion modification. Now, what that does is it gives you extra nutrients. Like, we're gonna max it out pretty quick. Wait, where am I going? Yes, this way. So we're gonna max that out pretty quick. And that's gonna give us plus 30% nutrient gains from protein, that like red spiral bar. And what that does, it doesn't just give you like stuff so that you can upgrade faster. Your EXP level, so your EXP gain, and basically your level is directly tied to your nutrients gained. Because obviously you're an animal, you're collecting nutrients and you're growing up. So you get bigger, the more nutrients you get. So that also means that with the protein mod, that's 30% faster levels. And so that avoids the need later on down the line to grind for levels, like grind for those like later levels that are really hard. Like before, like I know there are like some people that like sometimes like yeah before I done this, it was like you needed to grind for like 3 levels. I brought it down to 2, brought it down to 1. And then I realized that you can grab all these for the nutrient cache and stack those mods, so you get 2 of them. I aim to max out 2 of them in this run, so. And yeah, so you'd have to like grind for like 3 levels, and that's like it took ages to do. But now, like, you stack the nutrient mods, you get the levels, then you only need to do the missions. And the mods even work, like, it says about nutrients gained from eating things or whatnot, from consuming things. I'm not sure, like I have to actually read the description to say exactly. But the way they make it sound is that it only works on things that you consume, so like fish and alligators, whatnot, things that you eat. But it does work on everything that just gains you nutrients. So when you're collecting these landmarks, it boosts that, like, that progression. Everything you get from nutrient crates, landmarks, everything. Oh, I got that perfect. Now, usually you can't get up here as a pup. However, there is a trick. So if you're jumping normally, like if you're jumping, you don't get the height to actually get up there. But what I'm doing is I'm biting beforehand, and the game sort of just carries that momentum from the bite in and into your jump, which is also why it's going underneath the water, which is annoying. Where's the next spot? There. Am I pointed the wrong way? I am. And so yeah, it carries the momentum through the bite, which is, as a pup, it's the fastest way to move, as far as I can tell now. Later on, it'll be the dodge when you're on the surface of the water. So yeah, later on it will be the dodge, but at the moment you don't get enough airtime or whatnot with you don't spend enough time out of the water and gain enough momentum for the dodge to actually work. This is just jumping is the fastest. And see, like I stopped for a moment there because I just didn't time the bite. And I was supposed to take a different route again. I am going to go back for that because that's 2 nutrient crates that I need. It's actually supposed to go around to the right here. So I'm supposed to come from that side and then come over, get that crate, come over, get this crate. It's just what happens when I change routes every like second time I play. I just get confused on what way I'm supposed to go and what I'm trying to grab. Okay. No. The easiest way to fight him, like fight the Muskellunge, is you don't hold the W button. You only want to keep your crosshairs basically on him and let your bite do the lunge. And yeah, let your bite move towards. Oh, I lost a piece. So in that case, like you're not swimming past him, you're not missing, you're going straight for him, and it kills him quite quickly. And now we should have all of that, and we can go back to the grotto. Equip our new protein mod. I just realized I should have actually not grabbed a couple caches because I could have gained. Wait, what's the bonus at the moment? It's only a 10% bonus. But so that's the first part. Like complete the missions in the Fortic area, get all the landmarks around, and gain the protein like the protein digestion mod to increase our levels, basically. Especially like later on down the line. And we're mostly going to be collecting the landmarks as well around nearly every area. Just not the Gulf and the crawfish area. That first like tutorial area doesn't actually have any landmarks. Actually. So yeah, that the crawfish area doesn't have any landmarks to grab. But when you collect all the landmarks in the area, you get the respective shadow upgrade, like shadow piece, whatever. And the shadow gear mostly, like, you put them all together and they give you a plus 10% swim speed boost. And yeah, the tail itself also gives you like another 20%. So you can get like you can swim 30% faster as the shadow shark, like with full shadow gear. So we're mostly going to be looking to collect that, and that's mainly like the routing and everything. It just equates to grab all the landmarks and any nutrient cache that's just along the way. Like the only like strategy for this, as I can like, at least in my mind, it's just the routing and the idea of like what we want to grab and when. So like in this area, to complete the game, you need 6 infamy levels. In this area, you need to get infamy level 2 in Sapphire Bay, which is 2 areas, like 2 areas away. Like, yeah, Sapphire Bay, you need infamy level 4 to continue on. And then you need, what is it? Then you need the infamy level 6 later on. I forget the area you need. So infamy 2, infamy 4, and then across here you need infamy 6. But what we're going to do is we're going to get infamy 6 here and get to level 10. We're going to become an adult right in the second area. That is the goal. Now I have enough to upgrade that. I don't need to upgrade the sonar. And now we're going this way. So there's only a couple missions off this side of the map. There's only a couple missions off the side of this map, which are the... what are they called? They're called population control. There's only 2 population control missions over this side that we need to complete. So we're gonna do those first, and we're gonna follow this like little tunnel that's I think it starts just above there that you can jump into. I think it's the funnest tunnel. Like it's a nice tunnel. So we're just gonna go through this continue through this tunnel to where the first population control area is, and we're gonna grab. I'm not big enough to grab level 6 groupers. Right. We're going to launch these smaller groupers into the bigger groupers. That tail. Oh no, I used a small one. I hit a small one. Just because it's fast. It's fast.
Several grouper have made a home near the retired nuclear cooling towers. This is a great opportunity for the shark to test the theory that exposure to gamma rays...
And so like I could eat them, but it is just faster to hit them into each other, especially with like the level 6 groupers, because I'm not big enough to actually grab them in my mouth. The question is, will I actually become an adult? I didn't think about this. Usually I've been playing with a route that allows me to get level 10 before the Apex Barracuda fight. And what that allows me to do with infamy levels, combined with infamy level 6 and all the modifications that you get along with that, it results in I have the electric body, the electric fins, and I'm an adult, so I can actually grab the Apex Barracuda when he's vulnerable and thrash him around like I do with small fish. So that really speeds that up, because it does a lot of damage. I'm pretty much gonna aim, like we aim for that with the Mako as well. Again, I gotta remember. Bite dodge, bite dodge, bite dodge, bite dodge. Bite jump. And I fucking messed up. Still practicing that. It's a relative new thing that I sort of figured out, and I haven't spent enough time doing it. Like I'm used to just click dodge, click dodge. I'm not used to click jump submerge without clicking submerge button, should I say. And yeah. At the moment, the routes that I've been doing, I don't get here early enough to get these flamingo boats. I think there's like certain times. There's certain times that these spawn, which they make it so much quicker to do. And it's perfect positioning too. Now, from the last run that I did, I'm going to follow the same thing. I'm going to get Bio Willy. I'm going to eat him. Should be him there. In the back. I'm going to eat Bio Willy and then move on. Or should I do 2? I think I should do 2, then move on from that. That'll be fun. I'll do 2. I'll get the bioelectric teeth, which are the first one. So as I mentioned, like you just watch the jet ski drivers just jump off the off it. Same with the skiffs. That is the perfect. While they're incoming, I can go and eat these and gain some more protein.
By putting sharks in their place, hunters ensure they'll stay in their lane, so we don't have a planet of
I should. They're actually bringing me over this way, so might as well. Oh, I ate his one. I ate the driver, so he's not moving. Ate him. Let's go here. Perfect. Nearly perfect, should I say. So I didn't actually get to jump on the boat, and I went over. No, I am gonna eat them. The protein gain is just, it's too tempting. Gotta. This is Bobby Bojangles. Swinging at the 2 infamy levels. We're gonna just grab Bobby Bojangles there. Take her underwater with us. Actually, no, not close enough just yet. So now we got Hardy ready to like equip. We're at level 7. I should be able to get to level. I should be able to get to level hang on, wait. So next is adrenal gland, and then mineral digestion for the infamy bonus. Grab the fish. And you want to keep moving. I'm big enough to get the groupers. Get level 6 groupers now. No, I didn't want to hit the alligator. Oh, you just had to get me, didn't you? Well, it's perfectly aligned to go out here too. You just had to ruin it. Alligators aren't fun. Will I eat the better barracuda? I sort of need to. I don't really need to. Oh, he hit me. Oh yes, I duplicated him. So there's a little bit of a glitch when you're like throwing enemies at each other. So as you see, I will complete this mission at 5 people. At 5 people, it's done. I gotta increase the threat level. So obviously, I completed that mission with 5 people from the boat. That boat only spawns 4 people on it. With 3 attackers and 1 driver, like 3 gunners. So you can sort of see there, like, where the problem lies. And we are going to go here to over these hobos. But I don't like these hobos because it's quite easy, right? And I mean really easy to lock this mission, essentially. Like as you see, like the hobos already saw me. I've already been up on the land. so they're gonna start running. But these hobos run away. Usually that's not a problem. It's particularly where these hobos run to, and you might have just seen it there, where a female hobo just went and disappeared into thin air. And so, if I think about it, no, there's 3. There's enough. There's enough. I'm actually going to be able to complete it to get the book. So yeah, usually the hobos will run away, and there's a certain spot that they just disappear. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get that 3 levels. I forgot about that. I was supposed to stay there. I'm right here. Don't forget about me. And that just didn't want to launch. Tail whip is the most useful thing against humans. Like if you can time your jump and position it perfect, you land on the boat right in front of the next person. Like next person. Okay, that. Okay. I'm just gonna eat a few of these people first. While I can. Okay, and so I wanted to eat them first, so that was the last boat, and then you got the next wave incoming. I wanted to lure them over this way more to the next landmark that I gotta grab. That there was a perfect, like 1 boat, 2 boat, 3 boat. I could not ask for a better thing there. Oh, there's one there. Because they're melee, like they hit you, they do so much damage. Eat him, regain some food. You're dead under there, so you'll be quick to eat. So yeah, I should get to level 10. See, the next person to fight is Pookie Paul. It's the adrenal gland. The moment I get the mineral gland, I want to put it I want to put it on. Oh, he's somewhere in the middle. Oh wait, no, that was him. Pookie. I need to eat Pookie Ball. Let's go get this next. That's level 3. See, I somehow missed that. I was right next to it. It should have hit, but it didn't. I can technically go after them again to get that 4th. They're all the way over there. Nah, I'm not. I'll bring them back later.
The hunt is over, and there will be an inevitable rush on a school of barracuda frequents the waters around Trash Island, where they enjoy hypodermic needles and used pregnancy tests.
And time for the last landmark to get the Shadow Teeth.
While most know him as the friendly friendly face of Captain Winky's fishing ships, in real life,
There we go. So now we got the shadow teeth. We got the landmarks in this area. I'm going to raise my threat on these people here.
Sharks are accustomed to attacking anything that floats, including boats.
Because I need to get my infamy level up high enough to get like the electrical gear, get to level 10 hopefully. Oh, I got the mineral digestion. Oh, next is adrenal gland. There we go. So I'll put that on. I want to put hardy on. Upgrade mineral digestion as much as I can. Upgrade protein digestion as much as I can. Upgrade the shadow teeth as much as I can. And now we go find some more people to eat. By the looks of it, we go eat these beachgoers. And the one thing I have to test as well. So I want to see if I can use the same tactic as, like, just grab and launch. Because usually they don't take enough damage. It's just... So now I have... I'm not sure the exact numbers, but for every person that I'm eating, I'd probably have to say 17%. I'm getting 17% extra health for whenever I eat somebody. So 17 times 2 actually, because I got two digestion mods. They both add a percentage to nutrients gained and health gained after eating something. So after eating someone, I can gain extra health than I usually would if I didn't have it. Twice as much because I've got 2 mods stacked together. I also have the additional health from Hardy, which I think is plus 50 health. Let's actually have a quick look. No, I took off mineral digestion. I have to go back. 150 health, 20% on feeding, 20%, so 40% extra health. And I actually have to go back. I somehow took it off. I don't know. I've got them, so they'll follow me. Get that to make sure that they can actually, they're actually going to be near. I always time that one wrong. I don't know, my positioning on it is just terrible. Put that back on. At some point it got taken off, I don't know. But, so now I have 40% extra health thingers. And on top of the shadow teeth, I think at the level that it is, it should be, quick look again, plus 40 health. So I have an extra 150 health, and I'm gaining 40 health on every bite. Gain health there, gain health there, gain health there, gain health on those few bites, and then I get the additional health when I actually eat them. And so I can take a beating during these fights, which I think is the whole reason I can do them. I think I would actually struggle a bit more, like I would struggle a bit more obviously without them, but like the whole reason of being able to just do it in the first place, I think has somewhat to do with 150 extra health. That really helps. Get him in Curtis. This is who gives adrenal gland. For some reason I got them mixed. I thought you needed like Infamy 4 for... Now these ski boats, they're going to be annoying. Like they're not like they're not always as annoying. Like I think these airboats, that one I was just on, is like the big skiff. That's just what I call it, the big skiff. It can be hard to grab the people sometimes. At least on the ski boats, you know where they are, and it's not hard to grab them. So I needed health. I didn't mean to grab the driver there. I'm getting stuck. Getting hit by bombs. Who's the one throwing them? So I like to take out these airboats first. If you don't, it becomes harder to. I think the ski boats are easy to deal with on their own, but when you've got more than one thing, it then becomes a problem. Because you can just sit on there and just. If you've got other people attacking you, you take too much damage to be able to kill everybody on the boat, on the ski boat. So that's here, 2 ski boats and 1 airboat. And that did not bite them. So from here I can take bits and bobs. Just take the people that want. Go back. Attack the airboats. Melee. Because you have to be careful when you're going on top of the boat. The melees that they do a lot of damage. Like they knock you off the boat, which obviously then just becomes a problem of its own, where you're now off the boat, so you can't do what you're trying to do. Wait. Not sure how I grabbed him. Oh, so I didn't grab the. There we go. Now I can eat my leftovers.
Bull sharks display a remarkable lack of fear when approaching boats or ships, with the hunters in pursuit of a dangerous shark. Those closer to
Thailand
the possibility that they might come home.
Oh, so he's sitting on the back, the second thing. Like it puts him at the front here just for visual. Just for the thinger, but just for the cutscene. But he's actually sitting at the back. And now we're gonna have a little bit of a problem, because now my tail whips, like when I tail whip people into each other, it's not actually gonna kill them anymore. At least on the new ones that spawn. The ones that are already here are still easy. Just eat leftovers for now. Eat the scuba diver. Actually, it should be just smarter, so as you can see, like it's just not killing them on a hit. So I actually have to bite, hit, bite again. Now. Should I say bite, tail whip, bite again? At least even if I miss the tail whip, I can just bite again. See, like, yeah, just that sliver of health. And I'm about to die. Where are people? this is really not going well. It's this boat here. I can't do anything if you're shooting at me. Because these guys, these moving ones aren't much of a problem. It's when you get like stuck. Because at least when they're moving, you can move around yourself. Like you can move this way and then this way. When they're stuck, say they're stuck around dead bodies that you've left there as well, then you got the problem, you can't hit the dead bodies without being in the firing line of, you know, the ships. Did I just pull off the... yeah. These guys in the middle can be quite annoying. As you can see, like, you have to get some height on them, but then if you get too much height, you take the boater, like the driver. I keep saying boater. Get out of there. We're going to be using guerrilla warfare tactics. Yeah, come in. Do a small attack. Get out of there. Go back in. Do another attack. Get out of there. You, because you're it. So now I got two people shooting at me. It's like, sort of hard. Like, I'm not sure even what to like commentate here. It's just the same thing over and over. Like, go in, eat some people, get out. Go in, eat some people, get out. Sometimes stay on the boat. But I can't stay too long. Because I don't want to get to, you know, that whole thing from before of just taking so much damage that I'm almost about to die. Like, I get so focused, like in this circumstance. Like I just go quiet. It's just my thoughts just need to. My thoughts stay in my head. I just do my thing. Next, Butcher Boy Brady. Yeah, this one is actually quite easy to do. It's quite dangerous, but it's quite easy. You can take out the ski boats first, but we sort of just want Butcher by Brady. Now, the interesting thing about Butcher by Brady, he's inside the boat. And this is the reason I like to do this Infamy level 6 first, rather than later. Because I'm going to get onto the back of the boat here. I'm going to see if I can get back onto the back of the boat. I'm going to attack this to bring this off. Then I'm gonna squeeze underneath that, like Fisher railing, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. And then I can just grab Butcher by Brady, right? When you're a larger shark, when you're an Elder, which is usually when you would get Infamy level 6. So when you're an Elder, you're too big to actually fit through there. And obviously that becomes a problem. When you're too big to fit through that, you have to hop off of the boat again. You have to hop off the boat, hop back on. I can actually upgrade that one. Just lacking the fat for that, and that also means I can upgrade. Why did I keep removing that one? I guess it's because I switched. I will. Gotta upgrade the shadow teeth. can't get full just yet. Electric body, bioelectric fins. I'm not going to upgrade either of them. So now that I'm an adult, I can quite easily kill the Barracuda. Not to mention I have the electric body, so I do actually need to eat something. Eat you, eat this dead body, eat this dead body, eat this human. Eat a couple gropers. Okay, now I'm ready for the fight with the Barracuda.
The needle-tooth magnet, the Barracuda.
Now, what my aim is, I need him to attack me. I need to keep my distance, at least at the start. Nope. It's too quick. There we go. And now that he's running, I know I did my little burr. I'm sorry. I do that out of habit, but and you are now dead.
While most recognize it as the title of a classic
Okay, I
rock
need to
radio
cough.
staple, did you know
And
that
I'm
it's
in combat.
also
What am I in
a
combat with?
Well, it's true.
I hate that. Why does that happen? I haven't figured out the reason for that. Sometimes you're holding something, you're thrashing it around. You throw it,
The hungry predator
and it doesn't throw. And he's really annoying. Like, especially with the fights with
The shark
what is
returns
it,
to
when
product
you're
to
fighting
focus
like
on
apex
personal
predators,
preservation.
and say you've got another predator, actually. Say you've got like another predator. You've got something that you can pick up, your barracuda, we'll say. At least that's what it would be here. Like, you've got a barracuda. You've got it in your mouth, you're thrashing it around, and you want to throw it at the apex predator so that you can you know, stun it, make it vulnerable, do some more damage. Right, so it's not attacking. But then, you know, you're thrashing it around, you launch it towards the apex predator, and then there's nothing. It just swims away because it didn't actually get thrown. So it's really irritating. Let's see. If we can, like, I'll say have to be careful. We don't really have to. Let's see. I can explain it after this. It's easier with visual representation.
Back on board the Cajun Queen. Just like Kyle LeBlanc, our young bull is the inheritor
there we are.
of a long
So
family
this
tradition,
target here, this like
struggling to
mafia
find a
boat,
place in the world.
if you come at that first thing at the wrong angle, and these haven't spawned, like, and these guys spawn, and these guys spawn before you activate that cutscene, right? Those mafia will disappear. So yeah, those mafia will disappear and then you can't fight them. If you come at the right angle, they don't spawn before you activate the cutscene, they only spawn after the cutscene ends. And so that's what I was trying to do. So we got level infamy 6, we're already an adult. Now at the moment my routing has been, like, I can't really say. My routing has been a little too much, I should say. There's a few things I can probably skip because I've been getting to the I've been getting to level 30 before the apex sperm whale.
Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions.
You notice there, I just hit this landmark without actually biting it. That is a neat little perk of this biofins. The bioelectric fins. So you'll see, whenever you dodge, you let off like this little electric shock, and you see that as a circle. Yeah, if you're close enough, so I didn't even need to do that. If you're close enough to the cache or the landmark, it's especially useful for landmarks because they're really easy to just like miss. But yeah, if you should I go there first? I'll do this first. Yeah. If you dodge, you time your dodge well enough, you'll end the dodge just around the cache or whatnot, or whatever it be that you're aiming for. That little circle will hit the cache or the landmark, and it will activate it. It will open it. It'll count as a strike, and it, you know. So it's only like a small little thing, and I want to test if it works with the bioelectric tail. However, the usefulness of getting the bioelectric tail is very small. That's 2 extra infamy levels that you have to grind for like a small range increase of getting like caches and stuff. So I'm not sure of its effectiveness just yet. But yeah, so at the moment I'm going to be trying to use that to the best of my ability. Now this is fun part. This is not doing enough damage. I guess that's with the turtles later on when I've got this max. Okay, we're just doing this regular. Looks like. And one more. Having a quick look at the map of all cache. I've gotten all the caches already, which is obviously useful because I needed to get to that level 10 before. Actually, am I going the right way? Yeah. The routing for this area very much depends on what the routing was for the start, because sometimes you'll, in this case I grabbed all the caches along the way that I would usually grab, and yeah, so I can pretty much just go through, complete the stuff. Oh wait, you should have been. It's a tail swipe. And you're dead. Alligators is quite easy to. I say quite easy. It's like I say everything's quite easy. The trick to fighting alligators is you want to get close. You want to get close, and you want to pay attention to when they're about to attack. Alligators have 2 attacks. They have the sort of lunge forward, which is really annoying if you're trying to get away or whatnot. And they have the tail swipe, which basically the same as what you have, except they can't fling stuff at you, thank God. And so that tail swipe will stun you if you get hit by it. However, it is quite easy to dodge, especially with the bioelectric fins. So that's the tail swipe there. Tail swipe. You want to watch that tail go to the right there. So if you can predict their movement on when they're about to attack, it's very much easier. I haven't gotten the timing down for the orca. I find the orca quite difficult to actually deal with in many cases. Like, there's some times that I find it quite easy, and then other times it just hits me, it stuns me, it launches at me. But yeah, the trick to crocodiles is to make them tailspin. Especially with Rosie, she's such a large thing, and I think all her attacks start with her tail. Technically it's moving to the left, but you'll see it on the right. So you can quite easily time your dodge with Rosie. I don't have that one, evade speed. Okay. 40% evade speed. There we go. Wait, does that give a damage resistance? 100% damage resistance on evade. Oh wait, no, that's on an evade anyway. Either way, bioelectric fins are crazy, to say the least. So hit that and then I can launch right out.
4.182 might have saved these damage clubs from abandonment.
So I can time that. It's just easier than biting because the biting can turn you around. It can, you know, with this you can at least control where you're at least gonna go next. That's where you're aligned to.
The torpedo-shaped kingfish prefers warm coastal waters and not being.
I shouldn't have actually upgraded the biofins because I'm not always going to use them. I guess I can for this run. I wanted to try that because the dodging is just too good for. It's too hard to dodge with the shadow fins. So if I switch out the electric body with the electric fins instead this time, so I use the shadow body and its power rather than using the electric body. So that's gonna be the strategy. I'm gonna have mostly shadow gear, except for the fins, which I'm going to try and keep as the electric stuff. And that's the aim for what I'm gonna do. Which, if I'm doing that, I don't need to actually do this. If this works out as a good time, that means I don't actually need to grab the landmarks in this area. So like every run I learn something, like I think of something new. Because I'm always trying to think of like, okay, what can I change? What can I do? Like, what can I try? Like, what did I like about this run? What was easy? What was difficult? So in this case, it's like, I love the, I hate the shadow fins and I love the bioelectric fins. What can I do to make that the, better thing? Well, quite simple. Turn around and move. And then we turn around and go through the other exit. This way. There's nothing through here. Except for a more optimal exit. So there, dodge. And I can just instantly turn around, like. Technically I missed that. And boom. Let's got that. Two more. I know what they are now. I sometimes forget some of like the further ones. But I guess I don't really need to go after them anyway, so I don't see the point in trying. Just follow it as thing, but I won't go after the last two landmarks. 6, 7. Boing. Boing. 2. And I don't really need to go after those 8 humans. No, I missed the maker. There we go. Ah, he just got away on a slither of health.
Golden Shores import this Mako from Sri Lanka and
Okay,
trade it to
next
guard
I
their
can go
community.
over the
It's
top.
not likely, but let's pretend they did, as it makes for a more interesting storyline.
Now, there's nothing in there. Now, the one thing that, wait, I didn't mention. Never mind.
Random mutations.
There's no point in me even, like, mentioning it, but I was gonna mention, like, the poison, the poison stuff doesn't work on caches, right? Or landmarks. And the electric stuff does. And so you would think that the same would be true for the those gates, but that is not the case. With those gates, it actually does the poison. We'll say the poison tail that shoots out a ball of poison, basically. That does actually work on the gates. It doesn't work on caches or anything. Now, so usually I'd grab that landmark right there. But since we're not actually gonna... There's one on the outside. Wait, no, that's a... I'm getting confused with things. Let's speed this up. So I'm gonna go under. Oh yeah, this mode also collects some things. Like the electric from that mode also collects things, so. It's getting hot. Wait, no, I don't need to. I don't need to, there, kill that, move on. Okay. So usually I go a different route to go get another landmark, but again, don't really need to go get said landmark. I don't need to get said landmark because it's obviously already here. Ooh, that's also another thing I gotta keep in mind then. So that works on the, that circle thing works on the gate, so if I time that well enough, I can do a little bit of damage just before actually getting there. And so, because I'm on level, what level am I at? Level 14, I don't think that's actually big enough. So I'm pretty sure at level 18 or so, that's the only one that I can really remember. 18, 16, 15, I don't know. At a certain level, you are big enough. We're gonna have to get rid of this small Mako first. Gotta lure the Mako into lunging at us. To a place that we want to go. See that Mako? See, okay, that didn't actually... He's stuck. He got stunned. Yes, I'm not big enough to actually grab him, which usually makes that fight easier. That's just like the difference in routing and as far as I can tell, the route that I'm talking about that just even allows for that, just to be able to pick him up and kill him. Like it seems slower. I haven't found a way to make it work. Okay, up speed. Oh yeah, and I forgot to sort of mention the order of doing that. So when you get to, what was it? Prosperity? Not Prosperity Sands. Golden Shores. That's what it's called. When you get to Golden Shores, you have two apexes to fight. You've got the Mako in Golden Shores, and then you've got Rosie back in. What is it? You got Rosie back in the Vortic Bayou. Rosie is really strong, so they would have brought her back here rather than her being the first one. And so yeah, you got those two, and you got the. Usually you would sort of do the Mako first because it's closest, and then you'd go to Vortic Bayou after you realize that you've got to do that. But since I find Rosie quite easy to beat, I do her first. I fight her first. Fight Rosie first. And yeah, so it means that once I'm done with the Mako, I can instantly just go up to check on Pete, and then move on from the next to the next area. And it saves having to teleport to the fast travel to the grotto, and then then have to walk swim all the way back. Perfect. Because I have to remember it for every thing, and it really helps. This next landmark up here, it's going to be a lot easier if I can hit that with the boom. Now if I position that well, I would be ready to move on. If I had the electric tail, I might be able to do that from do that attack from range. It's just easier, because you can just swim past it. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep these fins. Obviously, I can't really switch them. I mean, once I get the shadow body, I'll switch that out.
Long a haven for small government ideologues, Port Clovis prides itself in its lax amusement park safety standards.
Just tried to attack the Marlin. Didn't want that. Okay. Upgrade whatever it is I can upgrade. Electric fins. Jaws are full. Not upgrading you because I don't have you to upgrade.
Once more, the shark turns back to this place of
Oh, I can eat the Marlin while I'm here. Up to the surface and eat a turtle. Now just to make sure that I didn't remove that. Those habits are just... I don't know what was causing it. Oh, that's so good.
As is well known, volleyballs make way better friends than soccer balls.
It's my first time actually trying to make use of that little feature. It's just annoying the poison doesn't work, but I guess the electric is sort of a solid thing. Not really solid, but it affects solid things. Rather than poison doesn't affect solid things, it just affects biological things. And these are not biological.
Not really a gourmand. The bull shark will eat just about anything.
Seal, I need you. Parrotfish. So are you. See, these parrotfish missions are a little annoying. because they're so far spread out.
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt.
So you sort of have to lure them, like, well, you can't really lure them because they're too far away to, and they do run away from you. Oof. Hammerheads just, like, their tail swipe is really quick. The reason why I am attacking these hammerheads is because you'll see that they give minerals. And for the majority, we need all the upgrades. We need all the upgrades we can for the bone set.
The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. In the kill or be
Just easier to turn around. Oh yeah, I have to practice that thing again, like the gate. Oh, that's amazing. That's just small things you figure out as you play. But they only ever become like useful like in your knowledge because of something else that you just end up putting two and two together. Oh wait, where am I looking? Over here. Some of these are annoying. I gotta remember to go left when I first enter there. Down. Oh no, not the sun. I have no idea how like loud my mouse is right now.
Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world.
I also have no idea how loud my breathing is. I don't have like a full setup mic or anything. I remember to go around to the right side first, down in here. And using that trick, do not bite the billboards. The billboards can like stop you in your tracks. But if we use our trick, which that did not work. Yeah, if we use that trick, we can grab them like without any chance of stopping. Okay, now make sure we're only grabbing ones that are marked. I've had like quite a few times where I've missed like one person because I've grabbed someone who's not a part of the mission. So I think I did that just then. You know what, we're gonna go this way first. I'm gonna change my directions. This landmark.
There's no such thing as a recession-proof business, except for the frozen banana.
I'm not really sure how to show like the routing either. Like, I guess I can have a quick little pause to like show the map from where everything was and what way I went. I forgot to point out that like tunnel I went to.
While homeless and itinerant, hobos will work for a living. They are not
Yeah.
who are sedentary and refuse to work.
Now I gotta go to the second one and jump and down. It didn't work.
These scavengers of the sea are violently cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus.
Oh, I nearly had it on point.
is an animal of broad dietary proclivities.
Excuse me, can you please eat the fish? So I think it's the audio that you sort of mainly need to listen for when fighting hammerheads, because they're a little more annoying than alligators. Like to fight against. Their tail swipe is a little less obvious. Which you can say much like the orca in that regard. The orcas have like various tail swipes that can knock you off balance, which sort of makes sense. Like, orcas are very smart in killing sharks.
Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty bone. Believe it or not,
Annoyingly, there's no way to get that with an electric strike.
to sleep in these tents and listen to Swedish
No, it's
DJs
taking a sip.
for an entire weekend.
I need to get used to, like, I only use the E dodge. I only use the right dodge. It's just easier to hit, like, for me, so it's just easier to like press one button rather than. So I think I missed. Yeah, I did miss. Let's speed this up. See, like, sometimes it's just annoying how they miss sometimes. It's like I have a lot of little peeves about this game, but as a whole, I love this game. Last one. Alien holder. There's a hammerhead. Come here. Wait. Like, hammerheads are great because you can get your special quite quick. Make use of the left and the right.
The founders of Port Clovis were Freemasons.
Next.
Congregated in secret UFO bases to perform Luciferian work.
I'll eat a few of them because I got the max nutrition value, so. Eat a few just to get the oh, there is a way that you can hit that with it. Well, yeah, because when you're in the air, the dodge works. Just things you forget. Back to the grotto, upgrade a few things. sure to upgrade the biofins. Shadow body, shadow body, shadow body, and shadow body. Once I get the tail, that needs to be upgraded to max straight away. So that's almost full, which gives a huge boost to evade speed.
It's here in the grotto that the
Which
shark
I also
can
need to.
discover the absolute serenity deep
I
within
don't
his
need
soul.
that one, but bone body. I need to save for bone body. I do have bone fins, but bone fins aren't really.
In the eternal struggle between man and nature.
Okay, yeah. Oh, he let go. Well, I let go. Mess with me, Barracuda.
Evolutionary anomaly.
I think
The hammer.
I think the Apex Hammerhead is easier to deal with than normal Hammerheads. Like, I can't say that for certain, but like the larger body just like larger body, larger wind up for attacks. Because obviously they're more damaging attacks. It makes sense in game point imbalance standpoint from. Didn't even need to use my ability. I should have. Might have been faster. Back to the grotto. Kill that Marlin, it'll be faster. Yeah, I did get that. That's underneath anyway. Okay, we can now fully upgrade the bioelectric fins, which I think I am going to passive 3% damage resistance. Okay, bone body. This is important. This increases like ram damage, and that is what we're going to be using. I'm also going to be using these fins. Like, they don't do much, but it's just for when after that first part, just before the reinforcements arrive. Look to the left. I always look to the right first, and then do like a full 360. Well, whatever, yeah. Because the way they remember, it's to the left, near the lighthouse. For some reason, I always think it's that way. But no, they aligned me this time. Like, the bone fins are just so good, like, in speed-wise. I think, like, the electric fins are still good that way as well. I just hate the, So, what you do, you jump away, and you go for it. Ram damage does so much more. Yeah, didn't work that well this time. Did more damage last time. I'm wondering why. I guess it's just level difference. So, bite. Bone fins are just good at tearing apart ships. Like, they're not the best. Like, you want to ram.
Scaly Pete remains resolute.
You want to ram them, which does the most damage. And when you got the bone head, that does even more. The bone head and the bone tail. The only things you need: bone head, bone body, and bone tail. And they are the fastest, like, way to just destroy a boat. I'm not sure if that does more than that, because that's plus 20% bite boat bite damage, but with that it's still 30% bite damage anyway. And now at the moment we're going to add the fat digestion. We're not going to level it up. Or are we? We are going to level it up actually. We are going to put 2 levels in it. We're going to get extra levels. Extra levels to equate for stuff that I haven't done. So at the moment I got... What is it I got? Shadow, 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 electric, right. So we're gonna just eat a couple humans along our way. Ready. Now thinking about it, it's down near this. There it is. I forgot to dodge into it first to do that extra damage. Now this one is just over here.
Mutagen 23 is certainly leading up the evolutionary arms race.
There's only one in here. There is one down in here. There's only the exits. That didn't work. Or did. No, I needed that. That was fine. Wait, I heard the ding dings. I guess I didn't hear it right. I want to eat things along the way because I think it's faster to eat things. You're a little bit slower when you eat things, but then you get your active, which should be faster. Like 25% swim speed, 25% lunge speed. I don't know, something along those lines. It's good. And we turn around. Of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything. Barracuda would be me. It's not a barracuda.
While there's better mahi-mahi to be had in Ecuador and Peru, this one will just have to settle for the substandard American variety. Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition.
So usually at this point I would have... Oh, the range is pretty good. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to bump into it straight away. Should have pressed E.
Spot these 3 shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after toilet.
I'm almost an elder. Almost. Can I upgrade fat digestion again? No. Okay, continue as per usual. This time... There you go.
Pulling off a successful casino heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown.
Okay. Oh, I did my burr again. Apologies. So I hate these fishing trawlers, or whatever they're called. can't, like, you can't get on top of them.
This trawler, operated
Ah,
by Roger
perfect.
Cantrell, recently broke the state
I
record
wonder if I can.
for the number of revocable
Perfect.
commercial fishing
Level 20,
offenses.
so then I go back to just fast travel back to the grotto.
The shark is now an elder, and thus begins a new battle against systemic
thank you.
age discrimination.
Still not high enough for it. Can I eat something to get my... Ah, messed it. Just... Oh. I hate that when they just dodge. Electric is also good because you hit them when they're vulnerable just because you dodged early. It does a decent amount of damage. Obviously when they're vulnerable they take double the amount of damage, so obviously it's pretty good.
Creating a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from
I
killing
don't
a
get
bunch
why
of
they
sea
only just spawned there. Excuse me.
Most shark hunters have close friends or family members who have been eaten or have eaten by sharks.
Four more. You there.
629 days, Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks.
So first of all, I'm gonna.
Looking tank go pay for that.
There we go.
Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
Concentrations of metals and hydrocarbons in the water show just how much the Gulf has progressed since Amerigo Vespucci first arrived here in 1497.
There's something down in here. There it is. I couldn't remember what it was. Like,
Port Clovis has grown bored of the hunt,
yeah, that's
leaving our sharks to fight another day.
there's that, and there's a cache over here.
This instantized protein
I
makes
barely
it
remember this.
between
Like,
meals
I'm
supper,
good with maps, but
giving the
this
sharks
is just like
full
too
meals
open
plus
to know like where things are. Like, I know there's a thing hiding down in here somewhere. Must be up here. There it is. Because then you got the pyramid. Wait, have I been getting the...
Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean
I'm gonna
of
come
its
back
acidic
up here
detritus
and then
is one of
teleport
their
up
most valuable functions. A great way to discourage museum attendance is to
There's
put your
two things I need to
museum
get. Like,
underwater.
this is the tail. This is very important. I want to get this want to get this quick. Not too quick, but yeah. Want to unlock this. Don't want to upgrade that. I don't want to upgrade the fat digestion no more because I need the tail to be max. I am burping. Why? Got quite dark, quite quick. No, thank you. I didn't want to attack them. Okay, what am I looking at? I know there's a... Here it is. Remember there was one down here somewhere. I sort of found it by complete accident during a run. I don't know why I'm dodging. Like, I only need to dodge when they... You're an annoying Mako Part 2. That's all I call it. That's all I call the Great White, is like a Mako Part 2. Here we go. And then we go to the stone, the unaligned stone head.
But at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton.
Come here, let me eat you and grab some. Oh, they only give is that a squid? Did I just see a squid? Seemed like that should have been, like that should have worked. I bit it, but it just didn't. And it's an, getting tired. Like, it's dark. It's just suddenly gotten dark. I can't see like a thing other than my screen right now. See how easy that was.
While they appreciate human sacrifices,
I have 2,000. Okay.
about being summoned to court close.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting you, Mr. Great White. Like, you got me stuck. That was your fault. Don't blame me. Let me through! Let me through! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You really need to like work on that part, like straight up.
No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage.
Let me eat a couple of you guys, you'll be quick. And then I can speed through the next part. See, that worked that time.
Nature is constantly
Go
busy,
eat the Mako.
taking extra care to keep its various species in check.
Just remember to like only dodge into it. Like it's just more convenient. Oh, lag. died quite easily. Oh, what the? It missed.
Port Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a nickelback cover.
Like, I don't know if activating that is faster. Like, it does give you 25% swim speed or whatnot. It does slow everything else down. Honestly, it's just begun, like, just denying me of that anyway.
Electro Carnival, giving a real boost to the local MDMA industry.
Okay, back to the grotto. And then we go around.
Only here can the shark
It's just faster.
discover the miracle of self-love.
So we get that 15% boost at the moment. Fat digestion, don't care about you no more. Don't need the health boost either. But so it just means that I can get it without, like, get those things without actually needing to. Especially.
Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and
The barracuda gives me quite a bit.
bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. As we
The
face
seals can be so
increasing
annoying.
resource scarcity and declining living standards, it's nice to know that in the meantime there's still a place to get a good bamboo massage.
Gotta save the early level one. And now we go hunt the apex.
The Emperor of the Deep, the Great White.
I've always had a thing. For some reason, the apex great white always seems to get away from me. Not this time. He always seems to get away from me, like, before he dies, and then dies because he was poisoned. It's always funny. Where he just, like, swims past me, misses me. I turn around to go to attack him, and he dies. Okay, so...
Pete, what's in the barrels?
Fish food.
Pete, whatever this is, can I ask you not to do it?
Gonna get that shark.
Thoughts? I haven't actually done the routing of this at this case just yet. So I have the option, I can swim all the way up to there, go through the pipes. I can teleport to here and go up through there. I can go there. I don't really need to teleport because I can grab that first, then go around. That actually makes it a whole lot easier. Okay. So once again, going through and grabbing landmarks, I sort of forgot to talk about stuff in that last one, on that last area.
Coastal overdevelopment creates a
So
risky
first of all,
and
we're grabbing
complex local environment.
a landmark down in here. Excuse me, can you not do that? I sort of just lost control of for a second. And down. So we're grabbing this landmark here first. And we're going to jump over the wall.
But not half as much as a day-old seal.
I'm going to jump over the wall.
The bull shark demonstrates the importance of giving enough minerals in your diet.
Jump over the wall. Get a another landmark. Did I completely overshot it. That was my bad.
City Council never misses an
Now
opportunity for
technically I can
cross-
jump over the wall again. But that's actually going to be slow. Because I have to go all the way down to the end anyway. So in this case, it's faster to just go get the landmark, turn around, and make my way there. Because this is for the Shadow Head. This will increase thrash damage and something else. I forget what it does. Like, it increases the thrash damage. It may increase ram damage. I'm not sure. So yeah, I can just get that. Like, I can just get billboards like that aren't even in the way. Like, usually that would stop me on the bridge and slow, like, stop me there on the bridge and slow me down. I say bridge, but it's pier. Yeah, usually that would slow me down because then I'm on the bridge, like I'm on the pier, and then I have to go somewhere. Okay, this is. We'll go get this because I can quite easily.
An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite. Shockingly, this was only
Perfect.
Alex's second worst birthday.
Sucks for you, Alex. I might as well. Like, it's not really out of the way.
Goaded by lusty appetite, the shark's sole hope is to eat and evolve.
So when, like, I know of this trick now, it speeds up a lot of things. Like, I may not have even needed to, like, beach myself there and go on land, but I missed it just. Upgrade the tail. Cannot upgrade it again just yet.
The grotto provides a brief respite from the Sturm und Drang of the tail.
I think the first one is over here. First thing to eat turtles is over here. We're winning it. So I need to.
Sea turtle numbers have exploded. Bad news.
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna eat these
seagrass.
still.
Great news for orcas who enjoy torturing and eating.
And I'm going to get away from the orca. I'm gonna grab this landmark. grab that landmark.
Even after
I
the
don't need to
creation
grab
of a
anything else.
killer clown task
Everything else
force,
will be grabbed along
clown-related
the way, so
homicide still remains a problem in Fort Clovis.
we're gonna go over here.
It's vital that we extract an absolute maximum of
Turn.
resources before we cross Earth's apocalyptic threshold.
Can eat this swordfish just because. And so now we're gonna go fight another orca. We're gonna go fight the first orca, should I say. And it's basically practice for the Apex. Like, orcas. So annoying to deal with. Okay, active ready. See, that was a tail swipe. Oh, that was a tail swipe. Like, it's so hard to see sometimes because obviously you got several attacks. You got the side swipe, they can tail whip you as they're charging you, and then you've got the they can launch you up into the air or down.
After years of eating the same meal of frozen herring and fish fingers, Casanita just wants her favorite comfort food. Raw salmon.
Okay, there. I don't need to get you. I can kill you. Kill. Da. No, because I can come back up this way and then go back down. That's good. I should have grabbed those. Just thinking, I'm gonna fast travel. But I guess I don't really need to jump over the wall.
To see this area is to witness the inability of the hydrosphere to
Start with these guys.
humanized landscapes
The
alone.
annoying fishing trawlers. And I can go back to the road after this to actually upgrade my tail.
A shark will hurl itself at anything that floats. A shrill chorus of ankle bracelet alarms fills the air as shark hunters leave their homes to track our bullshit.
And we are now at nearly max speed. And before I was just trying to figure out like what route I would take. There's quite a few ways I could have done this. In this area you need to complete 50% of objectives and collectibles. Not separately, together. So it can be quite difficult sometimes. The objectives do the most. So it sort of just makes sense on
The power
why
of
and when to
society
do them.
retaliated with deterrent action. But mankind is ultimately impotent
So
to
for
stop
now, I
it.
chose to go get this guy first. Where'd he go?
The bull shark proves herself an exotic but murderous beauty.
Level 25, that's good. Oh, that was perfect. I could not ask for a better,
A strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. This shark is a sort of super scavenger.
I could not have asked for like a better push there. There we go. And so that's 48%, so once I'm done this... And level 25, that's not that great. I'm gonna have to go and pick up the other stuff along the way. there's one more. No, there's two more. I forgot I was supposed to actually go over this way and grab this one first. When I went to come kill the hammerhead, I was also supposed to grab this landmark as well.
Recently, Port Clovis has gained a reputation for its derivative, politically confused street art.
Thinking about it, I may not have even needed to go and get that Marlin. It probably would have been faster to just get the two landmarks that are here. Skip everything else. It ain't hindsight just what you learn from hindsight.
Probably wondering what their secret is for such durable papier-mâché.
And then we fast travel. We have a look at what the head does.
Only here can the shark discover the
Lunge
miracle of
speed.
self-love.
So that increases. It's even better. That makes it even faster. So we're pretty much done there. Like, this is the go-to. This is the go-to shark. Like, now I could, in theory, I could just fast travel to the grotto golf, the golf grotto. How did I mix them up? So I could just fast travel to the grotto and the golf, and then jump over the wall again to then fight the apex orca.
The white and black attack. The orca.
However, I wanted to collect these three nutrient caches.
Not really a gourmand.
Because being only level 26, I'm not sure how that's like. I'm not good at remembering like times and stuff for like specific areas. I only remember, see, that was a downward strike, which is annoying. I want to stun her as much as I can. She tried to bite me. Oh, I have the bone. I have the tail. I forgot. So I forgot I have the tail, which means when she's far away from me, I can see that. That was a. I hate the orcas. Like there was one time that I did a really good run, and she was dead quick.
Marine mammal parks now have a new favorite trick: killing things.
So yeah, I could have spawned here, went over, and then got that, but I wanted to get those three caches to make sure that I'm high enough level.
Shark hunters go to the same reason we all do: to feel
I catch three that killer whales, they got that fish nets. You see, I got a real keen eye for that. Although, the whales really got to work on their side there.
Sort of forgot about that. Like, you technically want to get that first before you get over, please. Because now that they're following me, I can't fast travel. But it's not really far. It's just having some issue getting over that wall. And down. I could have went further.
the planet's great tides encircle the globe in constant motion.
Okay. Upgrade the head again. Can't upgrade it just yet. I have so much fat and minerals. Now next is we're going to take out that, then we're going to move on to the orca here and the hammerhead.
Even for sharks, it's important to create personal time for sober self-reflection.
So like, this isn't probably like the best video like in return, like in terms of like discussing strategy or like explaining strategy.
Human attention
It's
spans are short. They've already
it's
forgotten
really
how
hard
to
for me to explain
sharpen
things,
many
as
crimes
like I've
done
mentioned
without
before. So
knowledge.
it's hard to explain my thought process. Okay, that was actually, that was a perfect.
Circular staircases and a mosaic swimming pool.
Oh,
The
that's a sperm whale,
Chevrolet
not
is
an orca.
still only Port Clovis's second most ostentatious yacht.
Yeah. For that, like 50 damage, like that's 179 shock damage. Boom. He's far away. Hit him with a tail strike. Oh, he actually got me twice, really. Just using the same tail swipes. If it works, hey. Oh no. And now for the fun part. Ow, tails. I think like the fastest way to kill hammerheads is just to thrash them. With the head, it's faster. If you were to have the bone teeth combined with the bone, the bone teeth with the shadow head, I think that might be the fastest. Because that's both thrash damage, which so you bite onto them and shake them. It's probably not like fun to watch, but
Every day, which here in the Gulf mostly consists of hammerhead sharks.
now I gotta think. There is stuff around here. There's one. I think it's very difficult to like. It's such an open space. What's that? That's. What entrance is that? That's I'm just gonna. I think it's got like one nutrient crate in it. Come on. It's just got a single nutrient crate. It's still better than nothing. Like I'm away from enemies, so I can fast travel now. Like,
Once more, the shark turns back to this place.
so we're gonna fight the orca, and we're gonna try out that bone thing that I was talking about. I hate how long that strike is. I'm just gonna keep poisoning you. I dodged, okay. Because like with the orcas, they swim so far. So it makes sense to use like the tail whip to launch a poison ball. I just have to keep it in mind. I always forget that I have it, because it's usually just close quarters is so much easier, like with everything else, or so much faster than everything else. Okay, thrash damage. But that's gonna take away from everything else. I'm gonna upgrade. I've already upgraded the bone body, that's good. I've got to upgrade the bone tail. Imagine. Bone tail. Bone head. Ramming damage. I have to make sure everything else is upgraded first. Like, I can't let... Thrash damage. 5% thrash damage. Yeah. I'll have to think about it for another run. Maybe I can remove, like, one of the requirements of something else. But literally the only use for changing out the shadow teeth, for upgrading, like, the bone teeth, would just be to speed this part, like, this up. I got one behind me. I do. Like, this is probably painful to watch. So yeah, the fat thing really levels you up quick, so if I'm gonna be able to actually remove some nutrient crates from areas that I don't need, just with, like, changing with the fat, like, changing out the fins and the body just seems to do, it just seems to be quite a good idea. That may have hit. That may have been because of the tail swipe. That's not usual. It's not usual. So there it is. I missed it. Okay, they're looking for me, but they're not gonna find me. They might, it doesn't matter. Okay, there's a little iceberg up here. Perfectly landed in the water.
Similar to regular fish, but enjoyable only to upper limits.
I hate how far away this one is. For every, like, little bit of damage that the poison adds, it's a little bit of damage that I don't need to do. I'm not sure if it slows down time. Like, it slows down time. I'm not sure, like, how it may affect damages. How? Yeah, stacking three nutrient pots actually is really helpful. Because you want to be like level 30 before you take on the apex sperm whale. But that's not to say it's a requirement. Where is it? Is it down here? I've forgotten where it is. I always forget where it is. Like, there's a little gate thing for a certain tunnel. I may not need that. I may not need it to go through the tunnel, but no, I didn't want to go up the book. like, as you see, like, this is the same ship, same boat as Butcher by Brady. Oh, I know, I can fit through. Sometimes. Okay, now under this, level 30. You're looking to go over to this. Read here, yep. See, I have a visual reference for where this crate is, like where this one is. Because I know to go to the, I know to go to the reeds. The kelp, should I say. Not reeds, they're not reeds. Eat you, eat you, eat you, eat you. 47, that should be enough. Oh wait. 47, that should be enough. I don't know, maybe like one thing. I don't believe there's anything actually along the way here. Ooh. So quick. Mega. Shadow Shark with biofins.
Often referred to by scientists as the 64-ounce gas station soda of large marine predators.
No, don't do that. I don't need this no more. Which means I can get this. I pretty much don't need the launch speed. So it's safer to do this, like with increased speed. Lower health, increased speed. Actually, I did think about one point getting that, because that's a massive increase. Like that's like a massive power increase. Bonehead was almost max, but not fully. Shadow Teeth, Bone Tail was max. That's gotta be max. That doesn't really need to be max, but yeah. It's all about damage, power. Oh, I do have to eat a few things to get my ability back up. Guess I can do it later on, but here we are.
The cetacean assassin, the sperm whale.
It disappeared. Okay, and start off with tail swipe. That's tail. Poison him as much as possible. Saw that coming. I was just slow to react.
Back in the good old days, the world practically ran on sperm whales. Now we can only watch them from afar, dreaming of tapping their skulls for all that sweet
I need
spermaceti.
1 point of completion. 1 point of completion. Where can I get that from? 1%. I am the 1%er. I'm not sure where I can get it from. It should be somewhere over here. It'll be faster to look for something rather than it will be to... It's over here. I already collected this one. No. Okay, 5 humans, that's fast. That's faster than 10, so... I got my active ready for the next fight, which is good.
University says their students out here have
50% done.
Guess we all got different ideas about summer fun, yeah?
Don't want to use my ability because I gotta use that for the burn body. Because I had to eat the 5 things. So I was missing one thing, and now that I think about it, I could have gotten it. There was a landmark next to the 5 divers that I killed in the tunnel that I didn't grab. So I could have gotten that 1%. Like, I have to remember the things that I grabbed and where I grabbed them. I say remember, but that's just more of, it's really just more of, watching over this recording again.
Has forgotten all about its rogue shark. For now.
And referring to the map that's left. Okay, shadow teeth stay the same. Bone head, bone body, bone fins, bone tail, hearty. I'm not going to increase hardy because it's all about damage. So if I can upgrade this as much as I can. As if that doesn't matter, but... Okay. That's just going to help. That's just going to mean that things don't come after me. Along my way, at least. Wonder how long this has gone on for. I don't have a timer myself, so I'm not gonna alt-tab, like not at this stage.
Pete
Just
as
to
a
look.
new boat.
Yes, the new boat, it's pretty good. But it won't
Pete
survive
has
very
built
long.
an impressive battleship. But will it be enough to endure the prehistoric might of a mega shark?
I wish you could just cut across there. It's not much of a detour, but... I feel so slow. Just comparatively I am, but... Excuse me. I'm here in the water and I get dropped back in the water. This is
Hello
the
there, girlie.
cutscene.
I came prepared today. I'm a real
No. That's not what I wanted. That was a nice amount of damage. That was an insane amount of damage. That cut him down to half and broke the cage. Crazy. PT. So, if you ram into things, you do more damage. So if you get a distance before you attack, you do more damage. And that's basically what that whole build was trying, like, I was trying to pull off. Is like, you do like 180 damage. Oh, those teeth are disgusting in that skull. But you do like 180 damage, like if you can ram them properly. And so if you can ram them consecutively, like jump away and then ram them, you bring it down real quick.
I suppose
Not as quick
there's
as
a
what
lesson
I just
to be
done before though, like whatever that was. That was like a
Something about how the
ram, a
increasing
splash
commodification of the
damage that
natural
had
world
like
has placed humans on a collision
the
course
burn
with
fin
an environmental
spiral like
apocalypse.
damage.
But this is a basic cable show where people
We'll
tune in to
see.
watch sharks kill people, and people kill sharks. So until next fishing season, this is Maneater.
We'll see what time this came out as. Like, I'm not sure how many mistakes I made or whatnot. And probably didn't do so well like explaining things. Holy shit! Sub 2 hours 20. Oh, I broke the 20-minute mark. Yes. Oh, there's so much stuff I can cut. There's so much stuff I can cut back on as well because changing out the fat digestion mod, putting that in really speeds up the leveling. This is pretty good. Not sure what to say. Not sure when the next video will be. Thanks for watching this far, if you have. Um, yeah, not sure what else to say. I hope I did a better job explaining the strategy involved, even though I sort of went quiet towards the end as I got more focused into actually doing things. It's how it usually is. Yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer and explain things. If anyone watching would like a sort of, I was gonna say slower detailed, like a slower detailed like run of like the strategy and actually like taking the time to actually go through it and explain like the routes and stuff, where things are, show them on the maps and stuff. I would say that. Just you can put that down in the comments if that's what you want. Yeah, that would be a long video. I could do it in parts. I could do it like Fortic by it, like do it part by part, like Fortic by or routing part one. I could do that. That might actually be a good thing to do. Yeah. So if you would like that, say that down in the comments. And yeah, again, thanks for watching. This has been 2 hour and 19 minutes. The new world record. I think, what's that? That's 11 minutes that I cut down on my previous time. That is insane. Well, no, well, I technically only cut off like 4 minutes, but yeah. Thanks for watching.